And that was a disgraceful performance, in my opinion. We threw that game. We gave it away by doing that. We gave them the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucked. What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Episode 7, lucky number 7. Big show today. Nicked at the Garden, evolution to Cam Thomas, brand new segment called Misery Loves Company. You definitely want to stay for that. Also Dope and Nope, and of course, a very, very hot musical guest. Check us out.
The Fanatic.
Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Brooklyn. I'm so Brooklyn. Hello, Brooklyn.
Is Brooklyn in the house?
Brooklyn, keep on digging it. Oh, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, we go
All net, like I'm starting for the Nets.
Yeah. I already know Knicks fans are celebrating everywhere. We beat the Nets. You're the little brother. You're the little bros. And SpongeBob looking at Patrick. I get it. It is what it is. Look, first of all, Nets Nation, everybody that watches The Fanatic, we have viewers across the world. So literally Asia, Africa, Australia, Canada, Mexico, the US. Let me just explain why this series is so important to New Yorkers in general, right? So New York City is made up of 5 boroughs. You have Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, Staten Island, Manhattan, right? Those are your 5 boroughs. The Brooklyn Nets play in Brooklyn. The Knicks play in Manhattan. So this is like a clash of team supremacy. Who runs New York City? So just for history purposes, right? The Nets have beaten the Knicks 107 times, and the Knicks have beaten the Nets 106 times. So the Nets still have a 1-game lead. Now, we do play the Knicks again on April 12th, so that might be tied 107-107 at that point all time. But if we look at the game that just passed, Mikal Bridges at 18 points, 4 rebounds, Killer Cam, 19.6 assists, which is actually a trend for him these days, and we'll go into that next segment. But for the Knicks, they just have a better team. They played a better game. DiVincenzo, 31 points. McBride, 26 points. It was a competitive game. First 3 quarters, fourth quarter is where the Nets collapsed, of course. We can't execute in the fourth quarter. It is what it is. Knicks fans enjoy it. I know you guys have had 20-plus years of just straight misery and incompetence and irrelevance. And so now that you're finally winning games and you're finally relevant, you have that pride inside of you and you want to, get at us Nets fans. It's okay. I get it. You got this one. You got this one. That's fine. Remember this season. Because at the end of the day, we all know what happens with the Knicks. Who owns your team? Who owns your team? Dolan. Don't forget, you're still owned by Dolan. What can happen with Dolan will happen with Dolan. If fans don't know, Spike Lee is one of the biggest fans of the New York Knicks since forever. This man got threatened to get put in the handcuffs and arrested at the Garden. Charles Oakley, a Knicks veteran, did get arrested at the Garden. Patrick Ewing, a Knicks anchor in terms of veteranship, leadership, player. I mean, this was the biggest star in the Knicks for forever. Had to get accosted by security when he came with his team, the coach, on a college game. Fans getting kicked out for telling James Dolan to sell the team. I mean, the list goes on and on and on about all of the nonsense with the Knicks. That's why they're so happy right now. Josh Hart and Brunson and everybody, y'all haven't been on the Knicks long enough to know what it feels like to be a Knick. Enjoy these moments because they're not going to last forever. Enjoy these moments now. Because I promise you, what can happen will happen with the Knicks. Now, y'all are going to win the next game, more than likely. If we do show up, great. If we don't, it is what it is. This season is a wrap. Everybody knows it. But remember this one, Knicks fans. Y'all got it today, but we'll see you tomorrow.
When KO was talking about you bringing the ball up more and assuming more point guard responsibilities, how much do you take that on and say as a new challenge for you to just show that while you can score the ball, you have kind of grown as a passer this season?
Yeah, I really say I've grown as a passer because I'm playing more. I mean, if anybody don't really play much and they get in for a few spurts, I mean, let's be real, nobody's looking to pass. When they first get in, they looking to get some buckets. So, I probably say that really just me playing more, just knowing I have more opportunity to find the guys. Instead of like the first 2 years, I probably play a game, then don't play for the next 5, and then play again. But this year, just getting the reps, playing, read different coverages teams are throwing at me, and just reading it in that aspects, and just knowing that, I'm going to be playing, honestly. So that's really it.
Ain't that funny? When you get more time, you have more production. More time, more production. So let's look at the evolution of Cam Thomas. Killer Cam, as us Nets fans call him. The man got drafted 2021, as you can see, looking young, spry, fresh. That's a half smile. I mean, Cam said ain't nothing funny. What's that, a smirk? Are we going to call that a smirk? I'll give it to him as a smirk. He just got drafted. He still ain't smiling, so he's sticking to himself. Iced out watch. You see him. The boy is smooth. His rookie season, he averaged 17 minutes a game, 8.5 points, 1.2 assists, right? Now, when he did get drafted, Kyrie was ahead of him on the team. James Harden was there at one point, Karis LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie. So he had a lot of veterans ahead of him in terms of the roster. That's why his first-year minutes were not that great, and his production was not that great. Second season with the Nets, he averaged less minutes, 16 minutes a game at that point. So 1 minute less, but his point total increased from 8.5 year one to 10.6 year two. His assists stayed relatively the same at 1.4 assists per game, but we all know what happened his second year in the league. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, kaboom! The whole thing blew up. It's over. That's it. He went on to have, I think, a streak of like 4 40-point games and just went crazy. Walking bucket. Everybody's seen it. It was incredible to see. And then all of a sudden he gets benched. So when you look at the interview with Cam that we just played, and he talked about he would get consistent minutes and all of a sudden not play for 5-6 games, that was the nonsense that we were seeing with Cam Thomas. This season, breaking out 30.8 minutes per game, 21.8 points per game, doubled his assist total from 1.4 to 3 assists per game right now. And his last few games, he's been having 7 assists, 8 assists, 6 assists. So his playmaking has increased. His scoring has increased. His ability to play defense has increased. His stops are getting better. He's just evolving as a player. And everybody who was a fan of the Nets sees it. The only people that have seem to not see it is the front office of the Brooklyn Nets. So it begs the question, what's going to happen with Cam? Is he a key piece to the team, or is he going to be used as a trade chip this summer or next summer in 2025 to bring in more superstar talent? Everybody is conflicted on it. It's 50-50 when you look at Nets fans in the community. So personally, I think we should keep Cam. I think he's a key piece to the team. We need homegrown talent. And by homegrown talent, meaning players that we actually drafted that we can build and that we can develop and that we can turn into star players. I think Cam Thomas showing you he went from 10.6 points per game to 21 points per game with a streak of 30-point games and 40-point games. I mean, the kid is a bucket. He's 6'3". He's playing the point guard position right now, and he's looking real good in it. And it's pretty obvious that Mikal Bridges feeds off of Cam Thomas. Mikal Bridges is not him. We all know that. Verrazano is not him. He's in the wrong role currently, but he does take a back seat to Cam, and it's actually shown to be effective in terms of team output. Do we need more scorers on the team? Absolutely. Do we need more creators on the team? Absolutely. But right now, Cam Thomas might be him. He's up for a rookie max extension this summer. I'm curious to see what Sean Marks does. Does Sean Marks keep Cam Thomas, give him that extension, and build a team with him in mind? Or does Sean Marks, who currently has a job, and I'm going to emphasize currently, trade Cam Thomas? Are we going to trade a 22-year-old bucket to bring in a superstar that may or may not change things or the direction of the team? These are the questions that are asked. We're going to find out the answers this summer. Personally, I do think Sean Marks loses his job. And if he doesn't, Joe Tsai, you got a lot of questions to answer. And I think whoever the new GM for the team may be might actually be intelligent and build the team with Cam Thomas in mind. Do you want to build it around Cam Thomas? No, I'm not saying that. But I do think he's somebody that can be a microwave for you or somebody that can turn into a higher ceiling player in terms of playmaking, efficiency on the offensive end, and even become a decent to stable defensive player. We're going to find out. We got a lot of time with Cam. He's only 22 years old. I'm very, very bought into what he can bring to the team. I hope you are too, but if not, check him out. He's him. I'm sick and tired of hearing all the jokes about the Nets this season. Yes, we're not playing good. Yes, I know that we're looking pretty trash. Yes, it's been described as miserable. But guess what? Misery loves company. And that's the name of our new segment. Check it out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing tonight? My name is Dick Black. I'm a stand-up comedian, local here in Denver, Colorado. Big fan of Denver Nuggets, big fan of the NBA. I remember a time when the NBA was no blacks only, no blacks at all. Now it's nothing but blacks. So we've definitely converted the league to where it's pretty much black people everywhere. So if you racist, you probably ain't watching basketball. We live in a world where we play and dominate every sport. That's cool, and I'm cool with it. Big fan of the Denver Nuggets. I think it's just hilarious that the little storylines that keep popping up. Your boy Aaron Gordon got bit up by a dog. He got his face bit, got his arm bit. You know, until I was recently corrected, I thought Aaron Gordon was white. Just found out that he's actually mixed. He's half white, half black. I'm just trying to figure out, if you have black, how you getting bit up in the face? Black people don't put their face up in a dog's face. You just don't do that kind of stuff. Keep your face at a dog's face. You know, there's a place for a face and it ain't in a dog's face. I think it's crazy. You got your boy Jimmy Butler after losing to the Nuggets. Dude goes ahead and perms up his hair. I didn't know if he was DJ Quick or Jermaine Stewart. We don't have to take our clothes off. No. This is basketball. You just, what's up with the hair, brother? I'm ready for you to be safe and sound with the new DJ Quick track. The Nuggets dominating the Knicks all of a sudden become relevant. I think that's hilarious. How y'all gonna do your boy Ewing like that? How you gonna ask Ewing for an ID? The brother's 7 foot tall. No, there's nobody else that looks like Ewing on the planet. And if they do, they probably ain't coming into Madison Square Garden. Let's be real. Let the brother in. He's royalty. Yeah, there's nothing hanging from the rafters, but the brother's royalty. How are y'all gonna do Spike Lee like that? Spike Lee done paid for them. The tickets should be free by now. He had his own entrance into the arena, and you guys gonna give him a hard time about that. Man, it don't make no sense. And then I think about the Brooklyn Nets. Y'all definitely making some things happen. It's gonna be a minute. Your boy Cam is on his way. Just, give him his space. He gonna make it happen. I just can't believe that Kevin Durant and your boy Kyrie Irving don't play for y'all anymore. Like, that don't make no sense. Like, all you had to do was get the vaccine. Okay, you don't want to get the vaccine? That's fine. Don't get the vaccine. But don't be talking about Jews. They the one writing the checks. Get your together, man. You never bite the hand that feeds you. And your boy Kevin Durant, I think he left town because he was afraid his brother would get his feet cooked. His feet look like uncooked bread from Subway. Like, seriously, brother, put them feet away or wear black socks. Who wears white socks? Them tube feet. Man, get your feet in order. Those skinny ass feet. That's embarrassing. Like, how do you jump without them things snapping in two? What the hell how do you get feet like that? I want to know what your parents' feet look like. Were you born in the Subway? Eat fresh, more like eat bread. We just live in a league. We just live in a league with just a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Draymond Green gets ousted out of the game after the first 3 minutes yesterday. What's that about, brother? You just came back. You ain't learned shit. You took counseling? From who? Was it an app? Like, who releases you to go play back in the NBA? Like, seriously, you got some serious problems, brother. You just come into the league just ready to punch somebody. You need to be fighting Jake Paul. Save Jake Paul from Mike Tyson and just fight Draymond. Jake, scratch it. Just fight Draymond Green. I think it should be all elbows. First one to elbows the person that knocks the person out with an elbow wins. I got my money on Draymond. You got your boy Steph Curry crying. Steph, you on national TV. What you crying for, brother? Yesterday's gone. Y'all ain't gonna win again unless you on PlayStation. If you got NBA 2K, that's the only way you gonna win. Don't even think about coming into Denver. We gonna beat you again. LeBron James, Jenny Buss is trying to get your cheeks. At least be slick about it. I mean, you write the brother's check, at least be like, hey, LeBron, we need to talk. I don't know if I put the right amount on here. And then behind closed doors, y'all be smashing cheeks. And you know LeBron out there smashing cheeks. Let's not even try to play. You know he high value, he's smashing cheeks. Well, how y'all gonna lose to the Nuggets on the same day you unveil the statue of Kobe Bryant? I don't make no damn sense. Only to find out there was a whole bunch of misprints. Y'all can't even spell right. Y'all missed important stats. The most important stat is y'all need to let LeBron go. Send his bags packing back to Cleveland. You can do your thing over there. Better yet, LeBron, why didn't you leave Cleveland and go win a championship at a team that never won a championship? You could have went to the Hornets. Imagine going to the Hornets. Well, you probably would have pissed off Jordan because now y'all winning. And, you know, Jordan don't like winning. The only thing Jordan won was several billion after selling his stakes in the sell of the franchise. But I think that's a huge joke. I mean, you got Joel Embiid. This brother is one of the most talented brothers in the NBA right now, but he can't seem to win when he comes to Colorado. Help me understand how you get on the plane healthy and then you get off the plane and your knee hurt. You trying to tell me that altitude messed up your knee? Or is it you afraid you're going to lose? Or what you're trying to do is get some of that Subway bread from Kevin Durant's feet. Is that what it is? You dreaming about the brother's feet? Your boy is most upset about Zion Williamson. Why this brother going to lose weight all of a sudden? It took you 3.5 years to lose weight. What you didn't know about Jenny Craig? What you eating? I mean, you eating all day, every day? Like, brother, you got an expensive contract and you out grubbing. Like, you need to be on the field. Your plate is the NBA court. That's your plate. I need you to dish up buckets. I need you to dunk. I need you to, you know what I'm saying, finesse the court. All this eating at Subway and buffets and all this other stuff is for the birds. How you gonna get a star pregnant? I don't make no sense. The only shot you should be taking is on the court. Kawhi Leonard. Man, where do I start with that dude? I thought it was hilarious when I saw the dude show up to a steakhouse with apples. Like, this brother straight up had fork and knife cutting up apples like it's straight up steak. Like, okay, brother, I'm all for you and eating healthy and all, but throw a couple pieces of beef up in that thing, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of cider and apples with some steak ain't never gonna hurt nobody. Misery loves company. Let's get this thing back on track. My name is Dick Black. I'm a stand-up comedian. Been doing it for 20-something years. I got a book coming out. It's called, it's a book about rideshare. I drove Uber and Lyft. The book is titled 5-Star Dick, Stories of Rideshare from Point A to Point B. Again, that's 5-Star Dick, not what you think. Stories of rideshare from Point A to Point B. I've got over 20,000 rides between both platforms, and I've had some crazy stories that have happened along the way. So I would love to take you guys along on that journey. My name is Dick Black.
Now, hopefully, y'all understand that it's not just jokes on us, it's jokes on everybody. Everybody can get the smoke, but right now is your favorite time of the show, my favorite time of the show, Dope and Nope. Let's see what you, the fans, are saying. What we got? Gregory at Gregory Good 97. ESPN predicted 38 wins. I said 41-41 and playing. I didn't think they would be one of the worst teams in the league. Dope, because you're absolutely correct. I didn't even think we were going to be one of the worst teams in the league. It's pretty bad. This is pretty bad. What we got next? KTM at KTM_sports. Nah, at this point, just go, Mikhail. Knicks gave us some first-round picks, and we got a deal. No. Nope, that's not dope at all. I'm not doing a trade with the Knicks. I'm not giving the Knicks a bag of chips. I'm not giving the Knicks popcorn. They can't even have the concession workers at the Barclays Center. Absolutely not. I'll send Mikal anywhere else but the Knicks. What we got next? Michael at Mike1615. Crazy how as soon as KD left, he plays close to 70 games in the first year. This franchise is cursed. I love the take. I think you're right, because I did say the same thing on the last episode. So if you didn't see that, check it out. But the Nets medical staff is in question right now. How is Kevin Durant injured every single season when he donned this Brooklyn uniform? But now that he's in Phoenix, he played damn near every game. He's not hurt. No major injuries, no anything. Something seems a little off on that. Franchise cursed? I'm not going to go that far. So I'm going to say nope on that one, but you are right, Michael, and I appreciate that take. What do we got next? Mason at M. Maxon. Ime Udoka took Rockets from 20 wins to 40-plus in year one. Pain. Coaching really, really matters. We need a dog like him. I can't argue with you, man. That's dope. I cannot argue with you. That is a dope take. We were this close to having Ime, and the Nets backed out of it. They punked out of it. I get it. I understand it. Could they have done something different? Yeah, I do think they could have worked the deal out where maybe in the offseason they could have spoke to him and got a deal once all that controversy died down. But you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm not mad at that. What do we got next? L at Big Apple Muncher. That's a name. You're a munch? Nets need to ride Cam Thomas. No Diddy. Goodness. All right. Yes, I agree. That is a dope take. I'm not even touching the hashtag right now. Yes, we're going to move along very quickly from this one, but you're correct. We do need to make sure that we're utilizing Cam Thomas to the best of his ability. What do we have next that's not as controversial? Aaron's at Aaron's_bunkmate. I'm not even going to ask. We missed out on Udoka because we're more worried about being PC than winning a championship. All right, Aaron's, I do appreciate the take. I'm more worried about your grammar right now, but that's neither here nor there. Yes, that's going to be a dope take. Look, everybody is bringing up Udoka because of the success he's having in Houston this season, and I agree. He's turned that franchise around. Same thing that he did in Boston when he was there. In terms of the Nets wanted Udoka. They wanted Ime badly, but the negative publicity coupled with the negative publicity with Kyrie was too much for the ownership team to really tackle at that point in time. Joe Tsai is an astute businessman. He's built Alibaba over in Asia, as you can see, partnered with Jack Ma. Look, these guys know business more than we do. When it comes to brand, when it comes to publicity, there's only but so much negative publicity that your organization can take before you start losing sponsorship deals. You have Kyrie with anti-Semitism claims, and then couple that with infidelity claims and sexual misconduct claims. You're going to lose a lot of sponsors. You're going to lose a lot of brand partnerships at that point. Did the ownership punk out on it? Yes and no. I think that time when they were negotiating with Ime and there was all that backlash, I think that was the right time to pull out of that deal. But I do think that they could have revisited it during the summer after all the controversy died down. They didn't do it. This is where we're at. No point in reliving the past. What do we got next? Nets at Nets for life. If we star hunt, I really think we should be rebuilding and trading vets. Trade for Trae Young. Dope. I agree with you 1,000% on both takes, actually. I do want to rebuild, and I do want to trade away the vets. I do want to start young, get some youth on the team. But if they don't do that, Ice Trade's been on the block for a couple of years now. Atlanta's not appreciating him. And he just had surgery fixing his shooting hand. I think that Trae Young would be great in New York. He always plays amazing, especially at the Garden. And we just talked about the Knicks earlier this segment on the show. So I think Trae Young would be very, very dope on the Nets. I think that's a dope take. What do we got next? Q at Q Johnson 15. We really said no to Jalen Green, still blowing my mind. Dope. I think the biggest issue with that trade that Houston was offering the Nets is nobody knows what the picks really were. Yes, they offered Jalen Green. Yes, he's balling out of control right now. But were the picks protected? Were they unprotected? How many picks were there? Nobody's really trying to come up off that information. But I will say this, though. Having our own picks, with as bad as we're looking right now, would have been fantastic. It would have been amazing. But Sean Mark said no. What do we got next? Low at Low IQ Thoughts. Wow, you're giving yourself a lot of credit, man. I honestly believe in Ben Simmons. Here we go. He's about to turn back into his old self, a top 15 player when fully healthy. At least you're self-aware. I do appreciate the take, but I also appreciate your level of self-awareness. It's hard for people to understand where they are in life, and you see that you are a low IQ person. Ben Simmons is not turning back into his old self. He's had 2 major back surgeries. 2. He's an athlete who depends on athleticism, speed, agility, strength. The man can barely get out of bed. He's said that he can barely walk. You're expecting him to come back after 2 back surgeries to being a top 15 player when fully healthy. He's never going to be fully healthy. This is it. It's over in terms of the old Ben Simmons. The only thing Ben Simmons can do now is change his game. He's got to develop a shot. He's got to shoot. He's got to get better at free throws. He has to figure out the game from an IQ standpoint, not a low IQ, but a higher IQ, where he can impact the game in different ways. Is he going to be the same defender he's been? No. Is he going to be the same point guard he's been? No. I don't even think he can be a point guard at this point in terms of what he brought to the table in Philadelphia, his best seasons. Ben Simmons, when he comes back, has to be a different player. Point blank, period. Appreciate all the dope and no takes. I love them. Keep them coming. Now let's check out the stats, see who's leading the team and helping us trudge along to the end of the season. Of course, we got Killer Cam, 21.8 points per game. That boy's been on fire. Verrazano Bridges at 20.4. And D. Schroeder at 14.3. You actually usurped Cam Johnson. Look at you, right? You're not even getting $100 million. That's what I'm talking about, man. What do we got next for assists? Dennis the Menace, 5.9 assists per game. Shout out to you, Ben, 5.7. And, of course, Dennis II at 3.7 assists per game. I'm loving Dennis Schroeder's increase in points and increase in assist total so far. I think he's a great addition to the team. What do we have for rebounds? Nikki, 9.8. You're getting close to that double digits. This is a contract year for you, man. Keep pushing that. Ben Simmons, 7.9. Dayron, 6.4. You're actually going down in the rebounds, man. Is everything good? You all right? All right. I digress. In terms of seasonal stats, we can see what we're doing well. We can see what we're not. We're not top 10 in anything. Actually, that's a lie. We're top 10 in one thing, and that's turnovers per game. Wow. No words. Let's move on to the next one. This is the standings that we have currently. The last show that we did, we were 3.5 games behind Atlanta for the last play-in spot. And right now we're 5 games behind. Atlanta has not had Trae Young. Atlanta has not had Sadiq Bey. Atlanta's been winning. They actually beat Boston. When it comes down to who wants it more, They earned it. At this point, we're not mathematically eliminated from the play-in, but let's be real. We're not going to the play-in. This is it. Sean Marks, you're on the clock, buddy. You're on the clock. So for those of you that watched the last episode, my predictions on the schedule was actually almost spot on. I'm going to say like 90% accurate. Let's see what we got coming up here. We actually got the Bulls today. We got the Lakers on Sunday, and then we have a handful of games in the beginning of April. We got Pacers, Pistons, and Kings. So this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say this. I'll say the Bulls are going to be a win. I'm going to say the Lakers are going to be a win. And I'm going to say the Lakers are going to be a win for two reasons. One, I think the Nets have some get back for Spencer Dinwiddie in the way that he trashed us early in the season. But then number two, we're approaching the end of the season. LeBron James is tired. He's already doing that narrative about his foot hurts. I don't know if he's going to play. I don't know if AD's going to play. We'll see. Pacers, those are going to be L's. Pistons, boy. That can go either way. I'm going to say an L to the Pistons, unfortunately. I'm going to say an L to the Pistons and an L to the Kings. So right now, I've got us winning the Bulls, I've got us winning the Lakers, and then I've got us losing the first 4 games of April. We'll see. Hold me to it. Comment in the description below. Let me know if I'm right, if I'm wrong. Hold me accountable to it. But either way you guys look at it, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do your thing. Keep us pushing. Nets Nation. Peace.
The goal is not to be successful and famous. That's not the goal. The goal is, if you have a specific God-given ability, is to live your life out through that. Right. 1. And 2, we have a responsibility to push the conversation forward until we're all equal. Until we're all equal in this place, because until everyone's free, no one's free. And that's just the fact.
All right, guys, you already know what time it is. It's that musical guest spot. We got Bubbles with her new joint, Get It.
God bless my haters. God bless fake hoes. God bless these haters. Cause God only knows that. All I do is get it. 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 So God bless your snake. God bless your snake hoes. God bless your fake players. Cause God only knows that. All I do is get it. All I do is make it mine. All I do is get it cracking, get it popping every time. All I do is get it. All I do is live it. All I do is spend it for the days that daddy's in it. So God bless these haters. God bless these hoes. God bless these fake friends that turn out to be foes. Telling me God is my maker, and God bless this paper. So God bless me, I chase ya until I meet my maker. All I do is get it. 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 I used to wish I was a star in my past life. Cause dreams are all that keep you warm on them cold nights. I used to hide behind my walls and watch my parents fight. Watch daddy break a jaw, cause then it wasn't right. So please forgive me if I live my motherfucking life. I'm never worried about being some nigga's fucking wife. I want it all, whatever the motherfucking price. So bad it all, bitch, I'm willing to roll the fucking dice. All I do is get it. 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 So God bless these haters. God bless these hoes. God bless these fake friends that turn out to be foes. Telling me God is my maker, and God bless this paper. So God bless me, I chase ya until I meet my maker. I used to be afraid, and I used to be a runner, but now I'm not afraid to chase what I wanted, and now I'm not afraid to be what I wanted. Be, and now the whole world is wanting me. The game is mine and I run it. It's bunny season, I'm hunting. I get money, you frontin'. I told you bitches I'm coming. So God bless these haters. God bless these hoes. God bless these fake friends that turn out to be foes. Telling me God is my maker and God bless this paper. So God bless me, I chase ya until I meet my maker. All I do is get it. 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 God bless my soul. God bless my life. I'll never lay down and die. No, even when they hate on me. See, they ain't got nothing on me. See, God bless you, hater. God bless you, hater. God bless you. All I do is get it. 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 All I